On June 12, 1994, a man walking his dog in Brentwood, Los Angeles discovered a horrifying scene outside a condo on Bundy Drive. Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were found brutally murdered, stabbed repeatedly near her front gate. Police found a bloody glove, a knit cap, and a trail of bloody footprints. The connection to O.J. Simpson made the case instantly high profile. The world was about to watch, live, as the drama unfolded. Police needed to notify O.J. Simpson, who was in Chicago for a corporate event. When detectives reached him, they noted his shock, but also that he never asked how Nicole died. Back in L.A., Detective Fuhrman found blood on Simpson's Bronco and a matching glove at his estate. Suddenly, O.J. was no longer just a grieving ex-husband, he was the prime suspect. The evidence mounted. Blood in the Bronco, a history of domestic violence, and more bloodstains at his home. Nicole had once called 911, fearing for her life. The public was stunned. How could America's hero be accused of murder? Simpson's image as a beloved, barrier-breaking celebrity began to unravel. The LAPD believed they had enough to arrest him. On June 17, prosecutors filed murder charges. Simpson was supposed to surrender by 11 a.m., but he vanished. He was now a fugitive, and the case took a surreal turn. The stage was set for an event that would captivate the world. The fall of a hero was now a national spectacle. The chase was about to begin. The day O.J. was to surrender, he disappeared. That afternoon, his friend Robert Kardashian read a letter from Simpson that sounded like a suicide note. A citywide manhunt began, and the nation held its breath. Then, a white Ford Bronco was spotted on the freeway, Simpson in the back, Al Cowlings at the wheel. Police followed in a bizarre, slow-motion chase broadcast live to 95 million viewers. News helicopters hovered, TV networks interrupted programming, and people gathered on overpasses, cheering or watching in disbelief. Inside the Bronco, Simpson reportedly held a gun, speaking to police by phone. The chase was both a manhunt and a media event, cementing the case in the public consciousness. It ended at Simpson's Rockingham estate after a tense standoff. He surrendered, and the media frenzy only intensified. The white Bronco became a symbol of the case, fame, tragedy, and the law colliding in real time. The murder investigation had become a cultural phenomenon. The trial was about to begin, and the world was watching. The spectacle had only just started. O.J. Simpson's trial began in January 1995, broadcast live and turning lawyers into celebrities. The prosecution, led by Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden, presented a timeline and DNA evidence linking Simpson to the crime. They argued that the blood trail, the glove, and Simpson's history of abuse pointed to guilt. Simpson's defense, the Dream Team, countered by attacking the police investigation and suggesting evidence was mishandled or planted. They focused on Detective Mark Fuhrman, accusing him of racism and misconduct. The trial's most dramatic moment came when Simpson tried on the bloody gloves in court. They appeared too small. Johnny Cochran seized on this, telling the jury, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." The defense also exposed Fuhrman's use of racial slurs, undermining his credibility. The trial became about more than evidence. It was about race, police conduct, and whether a black man could get a fair trial in America. The Dream Team put the LAPD itself on trial. The nation watched, divided and transfixed. The courtroom drama was unprecedented. The outcome would echo far beyond the verdict. The justice system itself was on display. The stakes could not have been higher. The trial became a national obsession, exposing deep racial divides in America. For many white Americans, the evidence seemed overwhelming. Simpson looked guilty. For many black Americans, the case echoed a history of police misconduct and racial injustice. The LAPD's reputation, especially after the Rodney King beating, fueled mistrust. Johnny Cochran's arguments resonated with those who saw the system as biased. The media amplified every detail, turning the trial into non-stop entertainment. Two narratives emerged, one about a brutal murder, the other about a flawed justice system. The country was, in effect, on the jury, debating guilt, race, and justice in homes and workplaces. The trial forced Americans to confront uncomfortable truths about race, celebrity, and law enforcement. The verdict would satisfy some and enrage others. The courtroom became a stage for the nation's unresolved conflicts. The O.J. case was no longer just about two murders, it was about America itself. The world waited for the verdict. On October 3, 1995, after less than 4 hours of deliberation, the jury found O.J. Simpson not guilty. The nation's reaction was immediate and deeply divided, jubilation in some communities, disbelief in others. Simpson's legal battles continued. In 1997, a civil jury found him liable for the deaths and ordered him to pay $33.5 million. Acquitted in criminal court, found responsible in civil court, the case remained controversial. The trial changed American culture, fueling 24-hour news and reality TV, and making lawyers into celebrities. The O.J. case became shorthand for race, fame, and the justice system's flaws. Simpson never regained his former status, later serving prison time for unrelated crimes. The case's legacy is profound. It forced a national conversation about race, class, domestic violence, and celebrity. At its heart were two victims, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, whose families endured unimaginable loss. The spectacle often overshadowed their tragedy. The O.J. Simpson trial remains a symbol of America's deepest divisions. It's a story still debated today, a reminder of how justice and truth can be lost in the glare of the spotlight. The nation was forever changed.